How's it going? Make sure everything is working before I get started. It's good. It's public. Nice. All right. How's it going? Making sure everything's good before I get started here with the multi-stream. Yeah, that looks good. Got 2 drinks today to try out. This is the stream, and it's a multi-stream, which means multiple platforms. I'll respond to any comments that relate to the product as long as I see them. But if it's unrelated, I'm not going to respond until I finish with the little presentation of sorts. Yeah. All right. So I got 2 different drinks today. First one, Citrus Frost 3D Energy. So that's what that looks like. Just making sure things are working. And then I've got Bodyarmor. Whoops. Strawberry Grape. It's just a regular one. It's not one of their light drinks. Start off with the energy drink. Again, this is Citrus Frost 3D Energy. The can's got kind of a matte finish to it, which is interesting. Then they say naturally and artificially flavored. This is 16 fluid ounce, 473 milliliters. Ingredients, we've got, nutrition facts first. We've got the 10 calories per can, which is 16 fluid ounce. 0 total grams of fat, 135 milligrams of sodium, 2 grams of total carbohydrates, 0 grams of sugar. It does have a few vitamins in here. Niacin, Niacin, 32 milligrams. That's 200% of your daily value. We've got vitamin B6, 3.4 milligrams. B12, 4.8 mcg, and pantothenic acid. All of those are 200% of your daily value, apparently, according to the can. Let's see what else we've got. They have a cautionary statement about caffeine. This specific one is 200 milligrams of caffeine, so it's quite a bit. Then we've got ingredients: carbonated water, citric acid, malic acid, sodium citrate, sucralose, which is a sugar alternative. If you've seen any of my streams or videos, I comment on the sugar alternatives. You just need to do your own research on those and make sure you're okay consuming that stuff, which I do. But yeah, it's something to look into if you're health conscious. Again, that's sucralose. And it says caffeine, ANHYDROUS, whatever that is. Some variant of caffeine. Natural flavors: potassium sorbate for a preservative, sodium benzoate for a preservative, and then it's got the vitamins in here. It also has taurine, which is a usual thing for energy drinks. And that also has Ace Flame Potassium. I believe that's another sugar alternative. It's ACESULFAME potassium. Then we've got pantothenic acid. Yeah, that's one of the vitamins. That's it for the ingredients. I'll show this on screen in a moment here. I don't see anything else that looks interesting to mention besides the painted can on the top. That's kind of their signature thing. It's kind of cool looking. So it says no artificial dyes. That's nice for the coloring. It's probably going to be clear, basically. That's one good thing about the 3D energy drinks. I've had quite a few at this point. We've got our nutrition facts. So a fair amount of sodium, 135 milligrams. It says 6% of your daily value. And then we've got our vitamins in here. This one doesn't have quite as many as some of the other energy drinks I've seen. That isn't necessarily a bad thing. And we've got the little cautionary statement about caffeine. And then we also have our ingredients. Try to hold my hand steady, but it's a little difficult. Yeah, again, the things to take note of. Got the sucralose and the aspartame potassium for sweeteners. Of course, the citric acid, malic acid, that's a mix of flavoring and stabilizer. But they also have and by stabilizer I mean shelf stable. So, lasts for a long time on the shelf. And then also they've got that potassium sorbate and sodium benzoate in this one. So the citric acid and malic acid are probably a lot more flavor focused than some other drinks. All right. Let's pop this open. I used a napkin, but I saw something fly out. Oh well. Doesn't have any sugar in it anyways. It's carbonated. Nice clear looking liquid. Looks like a good amount of carbonation. My camera's struggling a bit with the focus. Yeah, looks good. So at the very least, 3D Energy tend to be smart about the lack of coloring because, at least in my opinion, it's very much not necessary. I think the clear is fine. Actually preferred by far in my case. Anyways, let's do a smell test. It has a very slight smell, but it doesn't really smell. Yeah. I can't even explain the smell. It's just very slight of something. Ingredients, basically. Vitamins and citric acid, malic acid, whatever else. Yeah. Let's try this out. Pretty strong taste. It's got the sweetness from those two sugar alternatives. You can tell that they're not regular sugar. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what this would even taste like. So they call it citrus frost. It is sour. So if you like sour drinks, but it's kind of like a nondescript flavor to me. Yeah, I wouldn't call it orange, but it's probably going the direction of some sort of orange-like flavor. Yeah. So like an artificial orange taste. It doesn't taste bad by any means, but it's just you've got the two sugar alternatives in there, which obviously have like an aftertaste. You've got that kind of sort of citrusy, orangey type flavor to it. I mean, it's going to be based on personal preference of what you like flavor wise, but at least to me, it seems fine. It's just with the naturally and artificially flavored citrus frost, it is very a thing. It's okay. This would probably be better in a glass with ice, I think, because that would kind of minimize the sweeteners. The carbonation seems good even from the glass, but I can try it from the can real quick. Yeah, obviously, if you want as much carbonation as possible, you really like the carbonation, drink it from the can. But otherwise, I'd probably drink it from a glass. It has enough flavor that I think even with ice, you would be able to enjoy it. Clear out my cup in a second here. Yeah, this one's okay. Flavor wise, I'm not a big fan of it, but that's just personal preference. With these 3D energy drinks, they're very manufactured, they're very designed. So 200 milligrams of caffeine. The flavors to me is okay, but just not my personal preference. Seems all right as an energy drink. You might as well check it out if you've never tried it at the very least and you're okay with the ingredients. So yeah, that was the Citrus Frost 3D Energy. Cool. Next up, let me clear out my glass. Sorry. This one I've had quite a few times, but I think it's pretty good. All right. Bodyarmor Strawberry Grape. So this is called a sports drink. See a lot of information on here. Let's take a look at the nutrition facts. So this is one of the more interesting ones. It has 10% coconut water inside. 110 calories for the bottle, which is... I can't really read the... They're printing like overlapped. I think it's a 16 ounce. Yeah, 473 milliliters, so 16 ounce drink. Then we've got, let's see, 30 milligrams of sodium, 25 grams of total carbohydrates, 25 grams of total sugars, includes 23 grams of added sugars, 0 grams of protein, and this also has a bunch of vitamins in here. Potassium, 680 milligrams, vitamin C, 63 milligrams, niacin, 16 milligrams, folate, 400 mcg, includes 240 milligrams of folic acid. Carbonation. Let's see what else we've got here. Pantothenic acid, 5 milligrams. zinc 7.7 milligrams, vitamin A 300 mcg, vitamin E 5 milligrams, B6 1.7 milligrams, and B12 2.4 mcg, and then magnesium. I'll show this all on screen in a second here. And then we've got the ingredients: filtered water, cane sugar, coconut water concentrate, citric acid, and then the electrolyte blend, as they call it, which is dipotassium phosphate, magnesium oxide, and zinc oxide. Then we got the various vitamins in the list. Let's see. Fruit and vegetable juice for color. That's always nice to see. It says natural strawberry grape flavor with other natural flavors. Again, I complain a little bit about this because our government doesn't require these companies to specify what that means. But natural. So it's natural strawberry and grape flavor, whatever that means in practice, who knows. And it says with other natural flavors. And then it also says steviol glycosides, stevia sweetener. So in addition to sugar, it says stevia in here. This stevia is a sugar alternative, so low calorie sweetener. It's claimed to be one of the more healthy alternatives, but do your own research type of thing. It's at the bottom of the list, so it's going to be lower quantity than anything else. So it's probably not a huge amount. And then so again, at the top of the list, it's basically filtered water, cane sugar, and coconut water concentrate. And then that's citric acid as well. Let's see, it says, so this is more marketing material than anything else. 790 milligrams of electrolytes, natural flavors and sweeteners, no artificial dyes, B vitamins, antioxidants, coconut water. Yeah, I think that covers everything. I'll show it on screen for you all. There it is. Strawberry grape. This doesn't have any actual juice in it. It says flavor. There's the nutrition facts. Got our coconut water. 110 calories for this bottle isn't terrible, but it is still a fair amount. Again, lots of different vitamins in here. See if I can get even closer. So things to take note of here is that stevia on the bottom. And then obviously all the stuff on the top is more quantity. So cane sugar is the main sweetener. And then it's got that coconut water concentrate and citric acid, which is a mix of flavor and shelf stable type thing. A lot going on. Oh, it also says caffeine free and gluten free. I think that's everything we need to look at here. I guess I could show this as well. It's more like marketing material. Refrigerate after opening. BPA free. It's got like a little button. Okay. Yeah. And we've got the Bodyarmor logo thing on this app. Let's pop this open. There we go. It's like a little dried something. So it says fruit and vegetable juice for color. It looks natural. You can already smell it from where it is. Looks pretty good. I'm okay with colors as long as it's some sort of somewhat, natural option. So this looks good to me. Nice. There we go. Let's do a smell test. Smells like fruit, but there is no actual fruit in here except for coconut water. I don't know if is coconut a fruit. I'm not sure. It smells pleasant. It smells nice. Yeah. It smells very nice. Let's try this out. Again, this is the Bodyarmor Strawberry Grape. A little bit tangy, fruity. Sour, but not as sour as that energy drink that I tried. So it's supposed to be strawberry grape. I don't know if I notice strawberry flavor. Yeah, if you were to drink grape juice, it's kind of in that direction, but it's not going to be the same thing. I think it tastes nice. I think it tastes pretty good, and it's surprising considering there's no actual juice in here. To me, it does taste like a juice, like a mixed juice. So whatever natural strawberry grape flavor with other natural flavors is, in reality, it seems pretty realistic to an actual juice. Yeah. But to me, at the very least, I think it just tastes more like grape than it does strawberry. Overall, I think it's a very nice flavor. They mask all of the vitamins and stuff in here really well. It to me, I don't even notice the vitamin. I mean, there maybe is a very slight bitterness to it from the vitamins and all the other stuff that they put in here. There's zinc, pantothenic acid, magnesium, niacin, folate, vitamin C, potassium, vitamin E, A, B6, B12. Yeah, there's a lot going on in this drink. But, how's it going? Sugar-free ones, I'm not sure. Yeah, I would assume. I don't know if I've reviewed the sugar-free Bodyarmor yet. I probably have. I'm doing an Amazon stream, so I can't mention prices, but you know, they're you can find it locally and everywhere. So yeah, I really like this specific flavor. I think it's a nice one. But a lot going on with this drink. I can show it on screen a little closer here as well. Yeah. So this one's 110 calories. The interesting thing to me is that it has coconut water in it. Just, you know, in addition to everything else going on. Although the thing to take note of, it does have a little bit of additional sweetener in here. So it's called stevia. It's supposed to be one of the healthier sugar alternatives. But yeah, just take note of that. Anyways, I think I've covered everything on here unless you have any questions. I like this one. I think the flavor is nice. Again, to me, it's more of like a grape rather than a strawberry flavor. But it's, you know, it's kind of in the direction of a juice flavor wise. I like it. So obviously, comparatively to the two things I've tried, this is very artificial tasting. It's intense. It's got a bit more flavor to it, and 200 milligrams of caffeine for this thing. And then this is just like a random sports drink. But I like this one. I like the flavor of it. Very nice. Yeah, I think I've covered everything that I wanted to cover today. Appreciate you stopping by. All good sugar content. Oh, for the energy drink? Yeah, 110 calories for this. I mean, it's going to taste pretty sweet. Generally, I'm not sure how much a random Gatorade would have. We could look that up real quick here. 16-ounce Gatorade. Nutrition facts. So it says 16.9 fluid ounce Gatorade contains 120 calories, 29 grams of sugar. So this is pretty close, honestly. Yeah, this does, I guess, comparatively, this has just as much sugar as a Gatorade. Zero gate. Okay. The zero one. Yeah, that makes sense. We can look, I can do a quick search and see if this brand has a equivalent one. Let's see. Let's see. Oh yeah, I definitely have tried some of their uh, zero sugar ones. They're called Light, Lyte, but they don't have the specific flavor in the Light. They've got strawberry banana. I could show this website real quick. I don't see any prices or anything on it. Let's see. Go into here. So you're saying you prefer the Gatorade Zero stuff? Whoops. Pop-ups. See where my OBS screen is. There we go. Yeah, so for the Bodyarmor stuff, this is their low calorie version. So 35 calories, 20 calories. I'm pretty sure I did a video or a stream on this strawberry banana one. Okay, usually any sports drink, which are zero sugar, you prefer. Yeah, it makes sense. The thing that I consider a lot is what sweeteners are used, and it depends on what you're okay with. I would do some research on sweeteners, so the alternatives. Again, this one has the stevia, which is supposed to be one of the quote unquote healthier alternatives. There's also monk fruit. There's the uh, sucralose, which this thing has, the 3D energy, as well as the aceflame potassium, which I think might be aspartame, like the brand name. I'm not totally sure though. So I would do some research on energy, like sweeteners, just so you know what you're drinking, type of thing. So they do have zero sugar versions, it looks like. Oh, yeah, okay. So they have full zero sugar ones. I don't know if I've tried these, but sadly, it doesn't look like they have the specific flavor in a zero sugar version. But I think it tastes nice. Again, it's more like a grape to me. Somehow it tastes pretty realistic for a juice like drink. But like you were saying, it's got so much sugar in it, 110 calories. Yeah. Anyways, that's about it for today with the little drink review. Stevia. Oh, you add stevia to your tea. Okay. That's interesting. I've never tried to use it as a, like, table sugar. Anyways, I think I'm done today for the little drink review. And go back to the face cam. So the two that I checked out. I generally do 2 drinks per little stream here. But we've got, again, the Citrus Frost 3D Energy. This has no calories, or actually 10 calories, but it's very artificial tasting. Yeah, 200 milligrams. But yeah, I really like the flavor of this one. Although, like you're saying, it has a lot of calories in it. Again, that's the Bodyarmor Strawberry Grape. The cool thing to me with these ones is the coconut water. And they're 10%. Yeah. All right. I'm going to sign out of my food related streams, but I'm going to still do some gaming and stuff on one of the other streams. It looks like you're on Twitch, so I'm going to still be live on Twitch once I sign out of the other ones. There we go. There's that one. And this one. So I play a game called TFT,